Suriname, the treasure chest of rainforests and cultures. Suriname, a small country on the northern coast of South America, nestled between French Guiana and Guyana, is often overlooked by tourists. However, this nation is a true treasure chest, with its stunning natural landscapes, diverse culture, and unique history that captivates all who visit. Here are 15 fascinating facts about Suriname that will surely spark your interest. One of the world's largest tropical rainforests. Fun fact: over 90% of Suriname's land area is covered by untouched rainforest. Details: Suriname is one of the few places in the world where most of the tropical rainforests remain completely untouched. These rainforests are home to thousands of plant and animal species, including jaguars, tapirs, and rare bird species. With its extensive river systems, such as the Suriname and Maroon rivers, the country is a paradise for kayaking and fishing enthusiasts. The only Dutch-speaking country in South America. Fun fact: Suriname is the only country in South America where Dutch is the official language. Details: this is due to its history as a Dutch colony until it gained independence in 1975. The people of Suriname speak several languages, including English, Spanish, and the local Creole language, Sranantongo. The influence of Dutch culture is evident in Paramaribo, the capital, with its colonial-style wooden houses and canals. Home to biosphere reserves. Fun fact: the Central Suriname Nature Reserve is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Details: covering more than 1.6 million hectares, this reserve is home to numerous endemic species. Its granite peaks and waterfalls, such as the Raleigh Falls, attract adventure-seeking tourists. The primary goal of the reserve is to preserve its unique ecosystem for future generations. Brokopondo Dam, a man-made wonder. Fun fact: the construction of the Brokopondo Dam flooded an entire forest. Details: built on the Suriname River, the dam created a massive artificial lake that now provides a significant portion of the country's electricity. The submerged trees are still visible beneath the water, making the area popular among fishermen. In addition to its energy significance, the dam has become a tourist attraction, offering boat tours and sport fishing. Melting pot of cultures. Fun fact: Suriname's population is one of the most diverse in the world. Details: the country is home to Maroons of African descent, Indians, Indonesians, Chinese, and Europeans. This diversity is reflected in its culture, where Hindu temples, Islamic mosques, and Christian churches coexist peacefully. Festivals such as Pagwa, an Indian Spring Festival, and Diwali, the Festival of Lights, celebrate this cultural richness. Maroon communities, descendants of escaped slaves. Details: the Maroon communities represent one of Suriname's most unique ethnic groups. Their ancestors were African slaves who escaped from Dutch plantations in the 17th and 18th centuries and settled deep in the rainforests. Here, they founded their own villages and developed a unique culture that blends African traditions with local influences. Language and traditions. The Maroon communities are divided into various groups, such as the Saramaka, Induka, Paramaka, and Quinti tribes. Each group has its language and customs, reflecting African roots. Besides Sranantongo, Maroon languages include Saramakan and Aluku, which derive from West African languages and incorporate many Dutch, Portuguese, and English words. Spirituality and culture. Maroon communities are known for their spiritual rituals, which honor the spirits of nature. Drum music, dances, and masked celebrations are part of their African heritage. Traditional wooden architecture and craftsmanship, such as carved decorations and weaving, have been preserved in the villages. Ecotourism. The Maroon community's economy is largely based on subsistence farming, but ecotourism is becoming increasingly important. Tourists can join guided tours to learn about Maroon history, customs, and village life. Nickerie and rice production, the Rice Bowl of Suriname. Details: located in western Suriname, Nickerie is the country's rice production center. The region's fertile soil and water supply from the Nickerie River provide ideal conditions for rice paddies. Nickerie's rice farmers produce tens of thousands of tons of rice annually, which is not only consumed locally, but also exported to several Caribbean countries. Traditional and modern practices. While traditional methods are still widely used, many farmers have adopted modern irrigation systems and mechanization. Emphasis is placed on sustainability and chemical-free farming. During the harvest season, local markets bustle with life, offering fresh rice and rice-based products. Paramaribo's wooden churches, architectural marvels. Fun fact: the St. Peter and Paul Cathedral in Paramaribo is one of the world's largest wooden buildings. Details: built entirely from local wood in the 19th century, this Roman Catholic cathedral is a masterpiece of wooden architecture. The city is also home to other historic wooden buildings that reflect Dutch colonial influence and have been recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Land of the Scarlet Ibis. Bigi Pan Reserve. Fun fact: Bigi Pan Nature Reserve is famous for its scarlet ibis population. Details: this coastal wetland is a paradise for birdwatchers, with over 120 species of birds, including the vibrant scarlet ibis. Visitors can explore the mangroves by boat, observe the diverse bird life, and even try mud baths known for their therapeutic properties. Gold mining, a major export. Fun fact: gold is one of Suriname's primary export products. Details: the gold mining industry, both large-scale and artisanal, plays a vital role in the country's economy. However, environmental concerns have led to increased regulations to prevent deforestation and mercury pollution. The revenue generated from gold exports supports infrastructure development and social programs. A hidden gem in South America. Suriname is not just an exciting travel destination, but a true hidden gem in South America, where untouched nature, diverse cultures, and thrilling adventures await. From the depths of the rainforests to the bustling streets of Paramaribo, and from waterfalls to ancient rock carvings, every corner of the country offers new experiences. For those looking for an authentic, off-the-beaten-path destination with a focus on sustainability, Suriname is the perfect choice. Suriname, the treasure of the Amazon. Suriname, a small country on the northern coast of South America, is a true hidden gem. Known for its untouched rainforests, rich cultural heritage, and diverse ethnic makeup, Suriname offers a unique blend of nature, history, and tradition. Here are some fascinating insights into Suriname's culture, architecture, and traditions that showcase why this South American nation is so special. Nickerie's culture, a melting pot of traditions. Fun fact: the cultural diversity of the Nickerie region is defined by its Indian, Javanese, and African communities. Details: the Indian origin residents have brought with them traditional dishes like roti and curry, which have become extremely popular in the region. As one of Suriname's most productive agricultural areas, Nickerie is not only an economic hub, but also a cultural center. Every year, the region hosts festivals and rice harvest celebrations that highlight its rich heritage. The wooden churches of Paramaribo, St. Peter and Paul Cathedral, one of the world's largest wooden structures. Fun fact: Paramaribo, the capital of Suriname, is famous for its colonial-style wooden architecture. Details: the crown jewel of Paramaribo is the St. Peter and Paul Cathedral, which is one of the largest wooden buildings in the world. Built entirely of Surinamese cedar wood in 1885, the cathedral is adorned with intricate carvings and stained glass windows. Its golden decorations and a carved altar, crafted by local artisans, enhance the beauty of its interior. Acoustics and recognition. The cathedral's acoustics are renowned, making it a popular venue for organ concerts and choir performances. As a UNESCO World Heritage Site, the St. Peter and Paul Cathedral attracts thousands of tourists every year, eager to admire its architecture and learn about its history. Land of the Scarlet Ibis. Bigi Pan Reserve. Fun fact: the Bigi Pan Reserve is one of Suriname's most important nature reserves, located in the Nickerie region. Details: spanning over 67,000 hectares of wetlands, this reserve is renowned for its rich birdlife. The scarlet ibis, with its vibrant red feathers and graceful flight, is the most famous resident of Bigi Pan. Birdwatching paradise. Bigi Pan is a haven for birdwatchers, with more than 120 bird species, including flamingos, pelicans, and various birds of prey. The best way to explore this area is by boat safari, where tourists can observe the birds and the diverse flora of the mangrove forests up close. Gold mining, one of Suriname's key exports. Fun fact: gold mining is one of the most vital sectors of Suriname's economy, accounting for a significant portion of its exports. Details: the main mining areas are located in the country's interior rainforests, where several international companies operate. The Rosebell Gold Mine is one of the largest, producing several tons of gold annually. Environmental challenges. However, gold mining poses serious environmental challenges, particularly due to the use of mercury, which pollutes rivers and endangers indigenous communities. In response, the government is implementing stricter regulations to promote more sustainable mining practices. Suriname, the jewel of the Amazon. With its unparalleled natural treasures, rich cultural heritage, and diverse ethnic composition, Suriname stands out as a unique South American destination. Its untouched rainforests, historic wooden churches, and the traditions of the Maroon communities all contribute to the country's distinct charm. St. Martin's Day, a Christian festival of parades and lantern processions. Fun fact: Although a significant part of Suriname's population is Hindu or Muslim, Christianity also plays an essential role in the country's cultural life. Details: St. Martin's Day, celebrated on November 11th, is one of the most vibrant Christian festivals in Suriname. The centerpiece of the celebration is the lantern procession, where children and adults parade through the streets with handmade lanterns, singing songs and telling stories about St. Martin's generosity and kindness. Origin of traditions: St. Martin, who lived in the 4th century, is famous for sharing his cloak with a freezing beggar. This act of kindness is commemorated by the Christian communities in Suriname, who light up the streets with lanterns and candles, symbolizing the light of kindness in the darkness. The festival often includes charitable events, where food and clothes are distributed to the needy, following St. Martin's example. Parades and festive foods. After the lantern processions, participants usually gather in church halls or family settings to enjoy traditional European dishes, such as roast goose or stuffed cabbage. Local delicacies like bakabana, fried banana, and herheri, spicy fish dish, also find their way to the festive table. Church services held during the celebrations bring the community together for prayer and thanksgiving. The Savannah Zone, unique wildlife. Amidst rainforests. Fun fact: the Savannah Zone of Suriname is a unique ecosystem located between the rainforest regions. Details: characterized by sandy soil and open grasslands, the savanna is home to a variety of unique species, including the giant anteater, armadillos, and numerous bird species. This region is also known for its medicinal plants, which are used by indigenous communities. Ecotourism and exploration. The savanna's biodiversity attracts nature enthusiasts who can explore the area through guided tours and hiking trails. Ecotourism initiatives focus on protecting this fragile ecosystem while offering visitors a chance to learn about its flora and fauna. Blaka Watra Springs, a popular retreat for locals and tourists. Fun fact: the Blaka Watra hot springs are a favorite destination for both locals and tourists in Suriname. Details: known for their therapeutic properties, these natural hot springs are located deep within the rainforest. The warm mineral-rich waters are believed to relieve stress and aid in the treatment of various ailments. Visitors can relax in the natural pools surrounded by lush vegetation and the sounds of the jungle. Traditional healing practices. Indigenous communities have used these springs for centuries for their medicinal benefits. Local guides offer insights into the traditional healing practices and the spiritual significance of these waters. The Ingi Rocks, ancient rock carvings along the Suriname River. Fun fact: the Ingi Rocks are a collection of ancient petroglyphs carved into rocks along the banks of the Suriname River. Believed to be created by indigenous peoples over 1,000 years ago, these carvings depict animals, humans, and abstract symbols. The exact meaning of the symbols remains a mystery, but they are thought to represent spiritual beliefs or mark significant locations. Cultural significance. The Ingi Rocks are an essential part of Suriname's cultural heritage, attracting archaeologists and historians interested in unraveling the secrets of the region's pre-Columbian inhabitants. The Sranantongo language, a blend of African and European influences. Fun fact: Sranantongo, a Creole language, is widely spoken in Suriname and serves as a bridge between the country's diverse communities. Originating as a lingua franca during the colonial period, Sranantongo combines elements of English, Dutch, Portuguese, and West African languages. It is the language of everyday communication and has a rich oral tradition, including proverbs, folktales, and songs. Preservation efforts. Efforts are being made to preserve and promote Sranantongo through education and literature, recognizing its vital role in Suriname's cultural identity. Suriname, a hidden gem of South America. Suriname's untouched rainforests, vibrant cultural traditions, and welcoming communities make it a unique travel destination for those seeking authenticity and adventure. Whether exploring the wooden churches of Paramaribo, discovering the mysteries of the Ingi Rocks, or witnessing the vibrant bird life of Bigi Pan, visitors to Suriname are guaranteed an unforgettable experience. Savannah Zone, unique wildlife. Amidst rainforests, a significant part of Suriname's territory is covered in dense rainforests, but the country also features unique savanna zones that host distinctive flora and fauna. The savannas are primarily located in the central and southern regions, where the drier climate and sandy soil provide habitats for different species than those found in the rainforests. Unique wildlife. The savannas are home to rare animals such as jaguars, giant anteaters, and various monkey species. The bird life is also incredibly rich, featuring parrots, toucans, birds of prey, and the occasional hummingbird. The plant life is dominated by bromeliads, cacti, and unique grasses that have adapted to the drier conditions. Protected areas. A significant portion of the savanna zones is designated as protected areas, accessible only with permission. Ecotourism is gaining popularity in the region, offering guided tours where visitors can explore the unique wildlife and learn about conservation efforts. Suriname National Park, for instance, is famous for its untouched savannas and wildlife observation opportunities. Blaka Watra Springs, popular thermal springs for locals and tourists. Blaka Watra, which literally means black water in Sranantongo, is a popular thermal spring located in southern Suriname. Its name comes from the dark mineral-rich waters believed to have healing properties. The springs are naturally heated by underground geothermal activity, providing a warm and relaxing bath for visitors. Tourism and accessibility. The Ingi Rocks can only be accessed by boat or a long hike, adding to the site's mystique. Local guides share stories of indigenous beliefs and the significance of the rocks, offering tourists a journey back in time. The Sranantongo language, a Creole language with African and European influences. Sranantongo is one of the official languages of Suriname, spoken by a significant part of the population. This Creole language emerged from a blend of African, Dutch, Portuguese, and English influences, initially serving as a means of communication among slaves. Today it is used in literature and music, with many Surinamese reggae and Kaseko songs featuring Sranantongo lyrics. Vocabulary and grammar. Sranantongo's simple grammar and vocabulary make it easy to learn, yet its rich expressions provide great linguistic variety. In addition to its African roots, the language has adopted many Dutch words such as bari, house, and pikin, child. Cultural importance. Sranantongo is not only the language of daily life, but also an essential part of Surinamese identity and culture. Efforts to preserve and promote the language through education and literature highlight its importance to the nation's heritage. St. Martin's Day, a Christian festival with parades and lantern processions. Details. Although a significant part of Suriname's population is Hindu or Muslim, Christianity also plays a vital role in the country's cultural life. St. Martin's Day, celebrated on November 11th, is one of the most colorful Christian festivals in Suriname. The central event is a lantern procession where children and adults walk through the streets with handmade lanterns, singing songs and recounting stories of St. Martin's kindness and generosity. Origin of traditions. St. Martin, who lived in the 4th century, is famous for sharing his cloak with a freezing beggar. This act of kindness is commemorated by Christian communities in Suriname, who light up the streets with lanterns and candles to symbolize the light of kindness in the darkness. During the festival, charitable events are often organized to distribute food and clothing to the needy, following St. Martin's example. Parades and festive foods. After the lantern processions, participants usually gather in church halls or family settings to enjoy traditional European dishes like roast goose or stuffed cabbage. Local delicacies such as bakabana, fried banana, and herheri, spicy fish dish, are also served. The celebrations include church services, bringing the community together in prayer and thanksgiving. Suriname, the hidden gem of South America. Suriname's untouched rainforests, vibrant cultural traditions, and welcoming communities make it a unique travel destination for those seeking authenticity and adventure. Whether exploring the wooden churches of Paramaribo, discovering the mysteries of the Ingi Rocks, or witnessing the vibrant bird life of Bigi Pan, visitors to Suriname are guaranteed an unforgettable experience. Tourism in Suriname, a paradise waiting to be discovered. Suriname, a small South American country situated at the crossroads of the Amazon and the Caribbean Sea, is an exciting yet lesser-known destination for travelers. With its stunning natural treasures, rich cultural heritage, and impressive historical sites, Suriname offers experiences that are truly unique. From its rainforests to colonial cities and diverse ethnic cultures, the country promises adventures you won't find anywhere else. Ecotourism and nature exploration, in the heart of the jungle. Over 90% of Suriname's territory is covered by untouched rainforests, which boast some of the world's richest biodiversity. For nature lovers, Suriname is a true paradise, home to rare species like jaguars, giant otters, and toucans. One of the most popular ecotourism destinations is the Central Suriname Nature Reserve, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Hiking. Guided tours offer treks through the jungle, where experienced local guides share stories about indigenous communities and the medicinal plants of the forest. River adventures, kayaking and fishing are popular along the Suriname and Maroon rivers. While boating, you can discover waterfalls and hidden villages. Birdwatching. The Bigi Pan Nature Reserve is famous for its red ibises and other rare bird species. Paramaribo. a gem of colonial architecture. Suriname's capital, Paramaribo, is a UNESCO World Heritage Site where Dutch colonial architecture meets tropical charm. The city is filled with wooden, white-painted buildings that evoke the atmosphere of the 1700s. The blend of cultures is tangible. Synagogues, mosques, Hindu temples, and Christian cathedrals stand side by side. Fort Zeelandia, a 17th-century fortress that now serves as a museum, showcasing the history of Suriname. St. Peter and Paul Cathedral, one of the largest wooden churches in the world, known for its stunning interior. Watra, a waterfront promenade lined with colorful markets and restaurants. Culture and festivals, a celebration of diversity. Suriname's population is incredibly diverse, with African, Indian, Javanese, European, and indigenous communities living together. This cultural mix is reflected in the country's cuisine, languages, and festivals. Exciting festivals. Holi Fagua, a vibrant Indian festival where participants throw colored powder at each other. Diwali, the festival of lights during which houses are illuminated with lanterns. Owi Amba, a celebration by the indigenous Maroon communities, featuring traditional dances and drumming. Cuisine, a symphony of spices and flavors. Surinamese cuisine draws inspiration from around the globe. Indian curries, Javanese nasi goreng, and Dutch pastries are all staples. Local markets are full of fresh tropical fruits, seafood, and exotic spices. Must-try dishes. Roti, Indian flatbread served with curry and chicken. Pom, a local specialty of baked chicken with cassava. Bami, a Javanese noodle dish with vegetables and meat. Adventure tourism. In the wild, for adrenaline enthusiasts, Suriname offers a range of thrilling activities. Ziplining and canopy walks. Soar above the jungle on ziplines with rivers and treetops below. Whitewater rafting. The rapids of the Gran Rio and Suriname rivers provide a challenge for adventurers. Caving. Explore ancient rock paintings and limestone caves in the Berg and Dal region. Sustainable tourism and community programs. Suriname places a strong emphasis on sustainable tourism, focusing on preserving nature and supporting local communities. Many eco-lodges and community projects offer opportunities for tourists to explore the country responsibly. Visiting indigenous villages. The Maroon and Amerindian communities showcase their traditions and handicrafts. Tree planting programs. Tourists can participate in reforestation projects to help restore the rainforest. Summary: an untouched paradise. Suriname is not just an exciting destination, but a true hidden gem in South America. With its pristine rainforests, diverse cultural heritage, and welcoming communities, Suriname offers unforgettable experiences. From exploring the depths of the jungle to the bustling streets of Paramaribo, waterfalls, and ancient rock carvings, every corner of the country holds new adventures. If you are looking for a unique and lesser-known travel destination that combines authentic experiences with sustainable tourism, Suriname is the perfect choice. If you liked the video, subscribe.